On behalf of our team, we would like to introduce you to COILLD, our one-stop platform for all your waste inquiries. We'd first like you to meet Shirley, who was based on a real Bankstown resident who we actually interviewed. She's a Chinese migrant with limited English skills, and when she has issues, she currently relies on word of mouth for her waste inquiries, either from her own family or by going in person into the council centre. She's one citizen in the very multicultural and multilingual community of Canterbury, Bankstown. The most recent census found 44% of the community are born overseas, and almost 2/3 speak a non-English language at home. Given this, it is no surprise that residents like Shirley have difficulty understanding the English posters, pamphlets, and magnets that they currently receive. When Shirley has a question, she usually either has to go into the council office or has to make an appointment with the translator service that is available only during business hours. Due to the time and effort associated with these inconvenient steps, residents like Shirley often give up. Without a convenient and readily accessible source of information, they are unable to educate themselves on waste issues, and therefore the often incorrect behaviour persists. So, how can we make the experience of managing waste more accessible for all members of our community?
So our solution is a multilingual app equipped with the following features: a camera scanner to determine the right rubbish bin to dispose the waste item, a chat box where the resident can report and ask questions about waste issues, more visuals for easier comprehension for important information, and the ability to sync with the calendar to identify the date and time when rubbish needs to be collected for the next day. So what makes us different from alternatives like Google Translate is the user experience we offer with these features, which is an accessible way and engaging way to encourage behavioural change. There are also data collection points that the council can use to measure and report the effectiveness of behavioural interventions of our app. It's also not limited to business hours and can be conveniently used at any time.
The problems in each property are totaled in each suburb. The darker colours are suburbs which have substantial issues with waste management, and the lighter colours are suburbs which have fewer issues with waste management. The council can analyse if issues arise in any suburb by using this map and associated data. Next slide. How would the solution benefit? Residents can choose a language of their choice. They can choose an option they would like to be. They can use infographics with less words, and they can understand which item can be thrown out to a specific rubbish bin with AI. Next. Why will our app be better than the Google Translate built into the current CB City website? We can enhance the residents' awareness of waste management with geolocation, spatial data, and artificial intelligence, while providing them with an engaging user experience. We will start looking at community engagement, such as non-for-profits related to the environment, as well as advertising in public places, such as places of worship.
We have the diverse team and with varying skill sets, and we hope that with your support, we can help make this idea into a reality. And yeah, we also have just a few, if the full deck is there, and also a go-to-market slide with sort of our implementation plan. Thank you.
Thank you, COILLD. Overachieving. Judges, what do you think of COILLD?
Really well done. Congratulations. I'd love to see that you guys had a persona. So, and you actually went and talked to someone, a resident. So we can see from those people who are experiencing those problems, right? So I love also that you were able to show us a prototype of your app and what are the benefits that you could have through that app. So, and I also love very much, my background is psychology, so I love when you actually can see things that could change behavior. So really well.
I'm happy to go next.
You go.
Oh, sorry, David.
No, you go. You go.
So a couple of things I really love. I love the anything that can translate for our community. I think is actually really important. That is a significant struggle that we have. So keep flowering on with that one. The one thing I would encourage you to do is, in terms of the photo scanner for images, have a look at Recyclemate, which is the recycling industry version of that. It seems you may probably not need to create your own, maybe looking at linking
Yeah, look, I again thought it was really, that was a really good one. Another good one. Again, that's kind of thinking about nudging people's behavior. Just two things. Just because you give people good information doesn't mean that they will do anything good with it. So you kind of have to work out how you present the information. It's kind of, they got to be motivated. There's got to be a trigger, and they have to have an ability to do something with it. So think through, not just about giving people access to data, but really clearly what's the pain that it's solving, or what's the job that they're trying to do that you're helping them solve. And that's what's going to drive them to do it. If your app is, if it's useful and it's helping solve a problem, and it's usable, like you got good interface, then it'll be used. So yeah, just be conscious of that. Yeah, but good job.
I will go next. This is a really real problem for us at the moment that we're dealing with. So I really like to pitch. Thank you very much also for speaking to someone in our community to be able to understand and articulate their needs. I really liked this because it's kind of putting the agency back into the hands of the customer, and it's making information incredibly accessible to them. If I could offer one suggestion of areas for scalability or growth with this, it would be that I think there's a bit of an opportunity to kind of have the app fostering connections. So maybe rather than it just being an app for people to be able to access information about their own service, perhaps it's a way for them to also connect with their community, their streets, for example. We see this really commonly in cul-de-sacs as another example, so that people can start to foster that area of community and also self-organise with matters related to waste.